Today we're going to talk about clipping nails and budgies. When you clip well, let me explain first what would cause these guys to have overgrown nails. I don't recommend clipping these guys' nails unless they're overgrown. And one of the big causes of overgrown nails will be having a single size perch. So if you're using smooth machined wooden dowels is the only perch in these birds' cages, what will happen is they don't get proper wear, so they'll overgrow and curl. So if you look at these budgies' nails here, these are the right length. This is exactly the way they should look. They should have, you can see that little red in there is the quick of the nail, and then that very white tip is the sharp point, and there's no blood supply in that sharp point. So if you're going to clip the nails, what I recommend doing is clipping these birds' nails with a human nail clipper. For one, they're very sharp, and the second reason is that you can control where exactly you're cutting. I don't trust most pet nail clippers are too big for this size animal, and I don't feel that I have good control over the instrument I'm using and the tip of the bird's foot. So if you're going to clip these birds' nails, what you would do is a lot of times you can just let them sit on your hand or be grabbing onto the cage bars. You'll use your nail clipper and take off just the white portion, just like I did there. Just clip that very white tip. You don't want to clip where it's pink. If you clip right there where it's pink, what will happen is they'll bleed. And if you happen to have clipped too short and your bird starts bleeding out of its nail, what you can use is some cornstarch at home if you have nothing else, or you can buy at your local pet store something called Quick Stop, which you apply to the tip of the nail. It's a clotting agent and will keep it from bleeding. If you have neither of these things around and you've made your bird bleed, you can go run their foot underneath some warm water in the sink, and the warm water will cause the blood to clot in their foot. Or at least where it's bleeding out, and stop the bleeding. It's generally not enough blood to make these guys bleed to death, but it will make quite a mess, and you'd be surprised how much something this small can bleed out. So again, if you're going to clip your budgies' nails, use a human toenail clipper. Just clip the whites of their nails. Most of these guys don't have black nails. They're pink. You can see the blood supply clearly running through them, and just remove the white tips that are overgrown in excess. And if you want an example of what proper length and shape of budgie nails, this guy has perfect nails for a budgie.